fishing. We're going to be going live here for a little bit, guys, and we're going to be making, as the title says, a color of a lure in memory of Sorullo. And for those of you guys that don't know who Soruyo is, and this thing's going to be continuing to jump, so I apologize, but I'm at my parents' house and this thing is overloading, I guess. So we have two colors right now. What's up, man? What's up, fish lover? We're gonna be doing a different color. It's a color kind of like the Mulletron. It's got the black on top, and Soruyo, which is a cat that Captain George had for a long time, for a couple of years, and recently passed away on him a couple days ago. So Captain George wanted a lure in memory of his cat who passed away. And I'm not too much of a cat person myself, but that cat I did like being around, and it was a cool little cat. So we're gonna try to see if we can make a lure in memory to that cat. Soruyo was a black cat, Persian cat, and little just the backstory of the lure or the color, and he was a Persian cat with a black coat, and when you trimmed his hair down, his body was like a gray color. So he had like black face, black paws, and then like a gray body. So we're gonna be making a color similar to the Mulletron. We're gonna be using a black top because that's the color he was, and then we're gonna be using a different gray that I haven't used before. This is called shark skin, and so we're gonna see if we can kind of do that. Now, Captain George did tell me that I can put maybe some kind of glitter in the body to kind of what's up, Jake? To kind of to kind of give it a little bit of character. But I know that the cat had like yellow or gold eyes. So the only thing I can think of is adding gold flake to the belly, but it's kind of like a gold flake with this gray. So I don't know how that's gonna look. It might look like crap. It might look good. I'm not too sure. But it's a very simple, or I can use the gold flake on the top with the black and then just use a gray body. I think that's probably what I'm probably gonna do. It sounds a little bit better. So let's go ahead and put some black in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'm gonna do my best to, we're probably gonna have to shoot this a couple of times before we get it right. But any lures that we're making right now during the testing, I'm gonna be giving them out anyways to some of the people that ordered online. I just finished all the online orders a little bit ago, which freaking thankful for. And I'm gonna go ahead and start playing around with this now. Now the black, I don't know if Captain George wanted it to be like really opaque, but I'm guessing so. So we're gonna make it a little bit darker. And we're probably gonna add the gold to the black versus the belly. Again, the belly is gonna be like a gray, since the cat did resemble some kind of gray in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's not put a lot of paint in that one because I've never done that color before. Let's see what it looks like. What's up, Tony? We don't want to go too heavy on the gray just yet because we don't know what it looks like just yet. All right, here we go. So it's kind of like a light gray, so we're gonna put a little bit more. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 drops of gray so far. Let's see what happens. All right. We want it to be gray, but we don't want it to be like too crazy, like translucent, because the Mulletron is already like a translucent pearl gray in the belly. So I don't want it to look like the Mulletron. I want it to look a little different. So the only problem that I think I'm gonna have with this gray and black is that usually gray and black or white, they kind of bleed into each other whenever you mix them on a twin injection. So that's gonna suck. And I think that's the problem that I'm gonna be having. That's what I told Captain George, but we're gonna find out. I've done black before with like colors like this. It never works out. It always like kind of like bleeds into each other and it looks like crap. So I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it out anyways. And then we're gonna be putting some gold into the black. Captain George is probably gonna ask me why gold, but I'm doing it because the cat had like goldish yellow eyes, very vibrant. So I'm gonna try to see if I can mimic that with the black and gold. All right, let's put a little bit more. We're going to be using the string light gold, not the regular gold glitter that we typically use. All right. And then we are going to be heating this up here a little bit more because it needs to get hot again. But just keep in mind that here at my parents' house, for whatever reason, the breaker keeps jumping, but I do have like a safety one here. So it should be all right. I don't know if this color is going to shoot very well because, again, these two colors do not like each other. Every time that I shoot black with white or black with pearl or something like that, they don't like each other. They freaking like, I don't know, they always kind of cross. It's really weird. It's just science, I guess, behind the colors. What are you guys doing right now? What's up, Tony? So we're gonna see right now in a little bit what it's gonna look like, but we're gonna shoot it on the Ragnarok mode, which is a 3.75 inch lure for those of you guys that don't know. We've been shooting a lot of lures lately. We've also been shooting the Seth shrimps. We're shooting a lot of these. These are the glow in the dark, pink translucent shrimps, the Seth shrimps. We've been shooting some of the midnight blue Mulletron paddle tails. We shot that one in the Iron Man, Mulletron, Melon Head, Purple Havoc, the Hulk, Goldschlager. We shot all kinds of colors so far. All right, let's see here. This is at 312 degrees, so it's really, really cold. We're gonna have to get it really hot. And the lights might turn off here. Again, this thing jumps all the time here at my parents' house. So if it jumps, I'll just turn it back on. So don't trip out, we're still gonna be here. Who else is on here? I won't be on this live long either. I'm probably gonna be on the live for like 20 minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna get off, rinse, and then I'm gonna head out. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns regarding the channel, regarding the fishing, regarding whatever, let me know right now, man. Where are the fish biting right now is one of the biggest questions I've been asked by a lot of captains lately, but I haven't been going out lately, so I can't tell them yet. But the last time I sent one of the captains out into an area that I know, he freaking killed it with redfish and trout. So it's always good when captains ask you for your advice and for spots. And I'm not talking about the captains I know personally. I'm talking about other captains that just hit me up and ask me, which is pretty dope. It's always good, even as a captain, for example, like I'm not a captain, but even it's good for them as captains to, you know, look out for some help sometimes. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter how much experience you have. Sometimes you just can't find them. And sometimes somebody else you know, for example, myself might have the locations and stuff, and it paid off for that gentleman. Joe Mendez, what color lures would work in Arroyo City? So it depends if you're talking about night fishing or daytime fishing, Joe. So let me know exactly. Give me when people ask me what colors work best, I need to know uh, the background. I need to know the water clarity, the depth. I need to know whether it's daytime or nighttime. If you're fishing on a boat or on a kayak, because I fish Arroyo City a lot, so I can tell you exactly where to fish, when to fish, and depending on where you're at, you know, it'll depend on the color you use. Obviously, during nighttime fishing is different. Um, so if you watch my last video, if you're fishing on a boat in Arroyo, I know a lot of other guys that have been fishing with my lures at Arroyo off a boat. One of the guys that messaged me just recently, he killed it with the Hulk lure, the Hulk, which is like a neo lime green. I'll show it to you here in a second. And he said he got 14 reds on just one lure, meaning he had the same lure without replacing it over and over and over, which just says how strong the lures are as far as the plastic, um, and how durable they are. But if you watch the last video that I made, this is the one that I killed it with. This is the Mulletron. It's got like a black top with a pearl body, and this is the lure that I freaking caught all my limit of reds, and then just freaking I left the fish biting with this lure, bro. So this is the Mulletron. This is the one that's been selling a lot on my website, primarily by people that fish Arroyo and Port Mansfield, and one of the other colors that works great is the Purple Havoc, which is this one. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's like a purple with gold flake belly. And this is another one that works really well there in Arroyo. Mark, Los Canaleros, the 956, have a lure that I make for them. It's like a dark purple, kind of like the Purple Havoc, but a different kind of purple. And he freaking killed it the other day as well. The Iron Man, which is the one that I freaking got like 30 some trout that day with, is another one that I have, which is a really good color. It's called the Iron Man. Both Iron Man and Mulletron from my last video, from that one video alone, I started getting slammed with online orders from those two specific colors. But the Hulk, which is a neo lime color, it's kind of like this color right here. It's a UV color. This is another one that I was talking about that freaking people have been just destroying the fish with. So, and another one obviously is the famous Cosmo that everybody knows. So many great color options. It just, you know, I mean, it's all depending on you, what you want to use, things like that. What you feel comfortable with, as long as the fish are there. But those are the colors that I used this last video, bro, and I freaking just destroyed it. All right, so I'm gonna try shooting this one here and see what it looks like. I should put another glove on because I've been burning myself up a lot lately. What's up, Official Face Lava? All right, let's put this here. We're gonna pour the gray. Let me give it a little bit. I think it's a little too hot. I think it's like 380 degrees right now, and this it's a little too hot. I like shooting it around 360 degrees. What about for night for the pier? For the night for the pier, you're gonna want to use what I just showed you guys, which is the Ceph shrimp. This is a translucent. It's like a pinkish color, but it glows in the dark. This one here. And I also have it in the paddle tail, which is in the smaller version, the little 3-inch one. And those are fire. The Cosmo is another one that works freaking crazy at the piers. You know, even the anything yellow, anything that's gonna, the light's gonna really amplify at night. But for the most part, when I fish the piers at night, I'm always using the Cosmo or I'm using the shrimps. I'm using small imitation lures, but sometimes these trout do hit bigger bait, so it's just kind of having to figure out what they want and what they don't want, if that makes any sense. All right, let's shoot, go ahead and put this one in here. And I hope I hope Captain George likes this color because I don't want to mess around with it too much. Let's see here. We're probably gonna get like another 2 injections out of this, and then we're done with this one. This is just kind of for testing purposes, since Captain George wants a lure in memory of his cat. Oh shit! All right, let's see what she shoots like. I'm gonna try to shoot him slowly. See if that helps. I don't know why gray never really blends well with black, but we're gonna find out here if it does or doesn't today. It probably won't, so it's probably gonna look like a weird lure. I'm expecting the lure to not have a straight line down the middle, because usually that's what happens when you use these 2 colors. It's really hard to get a straight line down the middle. So we're gonna try it out and see what happens here. What's up, Julio? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I'm hoping my boat should be back on the water. Oh man, I keep saying this, but it's at the shop right now, and they're doing some work on it. And as long as they finish that before the weekend, my boat should be ready. And I've been seeing that you've been doing some charters too, Julio. That's badass, bro. That's badass. But I'm trying to see if I can get the boat on the water this weekend. What's up? Do you still hit the gym? I do go to the gym every now and then. I was supposed to go yesterday. I didn't go. I was supposed to go the day before. I might have gone the day before. I don't know if I'm gonna go tonight or not. So we'll see what happens. What's up, Luis? We're gonna have to find out, man. I may or may not go tonight, because if I do go, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night. So we'll see what happens. But we're gonna see if these 2 colors like each other. I really don't think they're gonna like each other. I had already told Captain George that getting these 2 colors to like kind of be side by side is gonna be, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. They don't like each other, these 2 colors. But we'll see right now in a second here. I shot them kind of slow this time. I'm gonna see if they come out correctly. If not, we'll shoot them faster on the next round and see if maybe that helps. All right. I need to go get a C4 when I finish here, though. I'm getting tired. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's see if these 2 colors like each other or not. My money's on a no. I doubt they're gonna like each other, but we're gonna see what happens. Comment down below real quick if you think the black and the gray are gonna have a straight line, or if it's gonna be like all like bleeding into each other. Comment real quick your opinions, guys, before I open this up. Anybody? All right, let's find out. Straight line? I don't know, man. I don't see it, Joe. I don't see it. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know, man. Kinda. Not the greatest, but it kind of looks like his cat, though, because his hat is black, and then it has like a kind of like a blendish gray with the black, so it doesn't look too bad. But I feel like they're all like different. Let me see if I can show you guys. So this is what they look like. I don't know how that looks on your phone, but it kind of has a straight line. But some of them are like, have some of the gray kind of into the black. Let me know if you guys would throw that. that color lure. What's up, Georgie? What do you think? I didn't even know you were gonna be on the live. So these two colors don't really go well together because they don't really like each other. But it doesn't look too shabby because I know Sorullo was black with a blended in gray, kinda. So that's what it looks like. Kind of looks like a mullet or something. See if I can get him out of here real quick. It doesn't look too shabby. I put a little gold into the black to kind of resemble his gold eyes, George, but you can't really see it. I guess you can see it in some of them. It's like a little bit here or there. Like you'll see a little bit of gold flake right there, just because of his eyes. I remember his eyes were yellow, like goldish yellow, so it kind of resembles that, I think. But other than that, it doesn't look too shabby. I'm gonna shoot it a little bit colder so I can kind of dial it in. But this is, see how it's kind of blended in right there? That's kind of what happens with these two colors. But for the most part, they're not too bad. It still came out pretty good. So let me shoot another one real quick. I like it. I have just been on the sideline. What's up, David Hernandez from Apostle? Thanks for watching, for joining the live, man. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, if you guys haven't subscribed already. We do, this channel is all about fishing. We make lures, we fish, we kayak fish, boat fish. We go offshore with Captain George a lot. We do a lot of stuff like that. So it's all about fishing. The other one, I'm going to shoot it a little bit colder to see if I get a better result. We're going to find out. I'm probably going to shoot the gray a little bit colder. All right, so the black is at 308 degrees. And the gray is at 300 degrees. So we're gonna heat them both up a little bit. They need to be at about 340 degrees. But I'm gonna try to shoot the gray one probably like at 10 degrees colder to see if it doesn't bleed into the black as much. What's up, Big Lobo? Yeah, they look pretty good, man. If I make them colder, I have to shoot them a little bit faster, because what happens when they're colder is the plastic gets cold on the way down, and then it doesn't allow me to get a good shoot. It'll kind of just clog up the thing. But I'm gonna go about 345 degrees on this one, and then I'll shoot it faster. It's all science, man. It's all science. And everybody knows I have a Harvard degree in science. I should have added you on the live, George, but I'd have to redo the whole live to add you on here. Put more gold flakes? All right, I'll put more gold flakes on the second batch. Let's see what temperature we're at now. All right, we're at about 350 degrees. Put more gold flake in it. try this again. What's up, Choche? No worries, bro. No worries. I'm trying it. We'll figure it out. If we don't figure it out tonight, we'll figure it out later on. Once we figure out the recipe. It's all about figuring out the recipe. That's the most important part. How much pigment to put, how much flake to put, how cold, what temperature to sheet it at. It all comes down to perfection, my friend. Let's see. I'm gonna shoot the last one real slow. It wasn't that slow. All right. We have one more injection about left here. And we'll figure it out if we found it, if we got the right amount of glitter, the right amount of temperature. So that way we can shoot them in bulk later. Let's find out. What are you doing, George? How was work today, man? How was the shop? How's business? How's a little business today? Julio's been guiding too now, George. He's been doing pretty good from what I've seen. What's up, Riley? Riley? We're making some lures right now. We're trying to figure out the recipe for the new lure in the lineup called El Sorullo. We shot it at about 344 degrees right now, give or take. It was about 350 when I shot it, so I got about 340 by the time I actually injected it. So hoping that the cooler temperatures will kind of allow it to kind of get along with each other. If not, I'll try it at about 330 degrees. I haven't been on the water lately. I did go to the pier with my dad the other day. My dad caught a big old black drum, but I haven't hit the water myself. This weekend though, I should be going out Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday. I'm not too sure yet. Yeah, anybody that fishes lures and is an avid lure user, definitely got to get them to test them out. I'll for sure get Louis 956 to test them out in saltwater and freshwater. I'll get his brother to also use them, Mars Fishing Adventures, and then I'm gonna use them myself. And Julio and anybody that wants to test them out, we'll give them to them for free. The guys we know that we can trust, that are actually gonna put them to use and show us some results. We'll give them a free pack so they can give us some feedback, man. But I am pretty sure they're gonna work just as good or better than the Mulletron. Oh. She was tight right there. She didn't want to let go. Big Lobos Jr. says he'll try them out too, man. Hell yeah. George wants us to really use this lure to see how well it works with the power and the spirit of El Soruyo. We all know that cat had a crazy energy and wild behavior, so you can only imagine the lure on the water. All right, so this one's at 340 degrees. It came out more or less about the same, just a little more gold flake, obviously. Let's see. Kind of looks like just like that. It doesn't look too shabby. It's kind of doing decent. Besides, fish don't really care about a straight line. It's more of the fishermen that do. I've never met a fish that cared if the line was straight or not. So if you see it and you're like, the line's not straight, well, I got news for you, bud. The fish doesn't give a shit if the line is straight or not. It's still gonna hit it. So let's try it again at a cooler temperature this time. But all the ones that I'm shooting right now, the testing versions, I'll see if I can give them to Captain George later. And if you guys know if you, who if you are, if you're Julio or anybody that we know that's willing to try them out, it's only gonna be like 6 packs. Maybe Captain George will give you guys 1 each. I'm gonna keep 1 though, so make that 5 packs. Let's see here. Let's try it again. We're gonna try to shoot it at about 300 degrees this time. I'll see if I can take a picture on this last one right now, George. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some pictures and video of the catches with the lure for sure. And then we'll probably do a giveaway, George. Whoever has the best catch, best image, or best video, I'll see if we can hook them up with like 10 free packs of lures. So remind me on that, because I'll fucking forget, and then somebody's gonna say, you promised me 10 packs of lures on the live one time, you're a scammer. So remind me. All right, let me mix this up real quick here. All right, this is really, I gotta make sure I have enough plastic here. So we're gonna heat this up here. We're gonna shoot this one at about 310 degrees. It's gonna be a little colder than I like to shoot it, but we'll see if it works. And I'm gonna put more gold flake on this one, Captain George. I'm gonna try to see if I can put another kind of gold. I've been putting the string gold, but I'm gonna try a different kind of gold flake. So we're gonna wait for that to warm up. It's Cowboys Party. Have text time trying new lures. I'm sure he will put them on his videos. I'll see if I can talk to him later, but I have his number. But I know that he does his own thing, promotes his own brand, so I try not to kind of step on anybody's toes. But I'll talk to him later. Bass will hit them like candy. Damn, that's what I want to know. Will bass hit them? Because people have been catching bass with the Cosmo left and right and with the Hulk. But this color, I've never made it before, or it's similar, but not this specific color. So we're gonna see if it works. Part of the hair was not straight line. That's what I was saying earlier. His hair is kind of like blended in, so it kind of works, you know. It kind of works. I don't have the Iron Man at the stores yet. I am working on filling them up. I had a lot of online orders with the Iron Man recently that I just finished, and the Mulletron. But I need to get more labels. I ran out of labels, so I'm gonna try to get more labels probably Friday. So I'll do my best to restock the stores with the Iron Man and the Mulletron by maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday, guys, or Monday, depending on the store. Some stores are not open on the weekends. I'll take some to Captain George for sure. LCD 956 and Gilbert's Bait and Tackle for sure. And then I'll check in with the other stores that also carry the lures to see if they want them as well. I'm pretty sure they will, but I gotta see how they are in inventory. I haven't checked. This one, well, I think he's talking about the Iron. This is the one that we're making right now is a Sorullo. El Sorullo. Soruyo is a cat. It's a Persian cat that Captain George recently lost, unfortunately, which was a good friend of George, mascot of the shop. Anybody who goes to that shop, you know exactly who he is. And the gray that I'm using for it right now, Captain, is the shark skin. You know, we're using some shark skin on this one to kind of resemble the kind of skin Soruyo had. That thickness, that skin. You know what I mean? And we're using the good old black, and we're using the gold to kind of mimic the yellow and gold eyes. You need a location to drop off some lures in Westlaco. I don't know any stores in Westlaco, Mike, that bait stores over there. If you know any, let me know. Comment it. Maybe hit them up and ask them if they want to carry the lures. I don't mind getting into more stores. I try to kind of keep it simple and stick with about 5 or 6 stores right now, but I don't mind getting into another store. Right now, we do have our lures in LCD 956 in McAllen, if you're in that area. If you're coming down to Arroyo, South Padre Island, then we have them at RGV Bait Masters in Los Fresnos. If you currently live in Bronzeville, we have a large amount in Gordon's Bait and Tackle. And then we have some at Hook, Line, and Sinker in Harlingen as well. And then Gilbert's Bait and Tackle if you're already over there in South Padre or that area there. That's where we have them at right now. I do want to get into more stores this year, but I am waiting on buying more equipment before I start doing that, because these lures sell really fast and it's really hard to keep up since I do everything by myself. Well, my parents help me out with the packaging now, which helps a lot. But it's the lures that take up a lot of time as well. All right, so we're at 330 degrees on the black. And then we're at, where's the other one? The fuck? Oh, over here. This one's at 319. This one's a lot colder, so we need this melted more though. All right, so on the black, like I said, we're gonna put more gold in it to really pop. Gold is a really good glitter to put on a black lure because everybody knows redfish love gold, and trout. Yeah, that definitely helps out. Let's see how cold it is. 300 and about 320 degrees. Alright, so we're gonna let the gray cool up a little bit. It's at about 350 degrees right now. It's real cool if you're making those lures for Captain George in memory of his cat. That's exactly what we're doing, Tony. Julio's laughing. I don't even know what he said. Oh, probably because I misplaced it. Sorry guys, I'm super, if you guys get to know me in real life and you guys know me in my videos and all that stuff, I'm super transparent. I cuss a lot. Of course on YouTube I try to bleep it out. But when I'm live, can't really edit the video, can I? All right, this one's at 360 degrees, 350, 351. All right. And all right, so this one's about 20 degrees colder, so let's try it, see what happens. I don't know, man. Black and this gray color, I don't see it ever getting along, no matter how cold we drop it. All right. Let's see what happens. This is the last one we're gonna shoot right now, guys, because I gotta shower and I gotta get somewhere. So we'll see what it looks like, and hopefully this will be it here. And the recipe for this one is gonna be black with a lot of gold, a lot of gold. I'm gonna have to charge George for the gold glitter, and then we're gonna be using the shark skin gray in the bottom and a lot of black pigment as well. And we're gonna have to be shooting it at about 320 degrees to 340 degrees from what it looks like. So let's find out here in a second. This is El Sorullo. And I'll see if I can get some pictures of this one right here, Captain George. Oh, fuck, I'm on live. I'm gonna use my phone. I'll take some pictures afterwards, Captain George. And then I'll share them to you, and then and then this weekend we'll definitely be putting them to the test. Yeah, it's all good. I'm running out of gold, but I have more gold glitter here. I should have put some of this one too. This is a bigger flake, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all trial and error. On the final batch, we'll put all three glitters. We'll put the string glitter, the smaller glitter, the big flake glitter. We'll put every gold we have here. Would be nice if those iPads were charged. I was like, who the hell? That is true, Sarah. That is true. I was like, who the hell? What iPads? But I remember now. That's funny. That is hilarious. She's talking about the iPads I have in the bottom, guys. I was telling her yesterday that I have all these iPads in this box here. I have like, I don't know how many iPads here for you know, for work and stuff. And they're all collecting dust. Hopefully corporate doesn't see that. It's all good. And Captain George, Sarah is actually a cat person also, unfortunately. She says she's got like 7 cats and I don't know what, so she really likes cats. But El Soruyo is probably the only cat I'll ever like, Sarah, unfortunately. That's why we're doing this in memory of him. But all right, let's see what this last color looks like. I'm not gonna take them out of the mold because I'm gonna take some pictures of them later to send to Captain George. And then again, I'll see if I can take these to Captain George by Friday. It's gonna be like 5 packs probably. And if you guys wanna test them out and you're an actual fisherman and not actual, I don't wanna be an asshole. I mean, like if you actually fish like out on the bay or anywhere where there's fish and George believes in you, he'll give you a free pack of lures so you can put them to the test. We are gonna need pictures. I'm gonna make more. This is just kind of the testing phase. Once I make more, I'm gonna give out some to some other people that I know personally that also fish very well. And then of course myself, hello. And I'm gonna be putting some fish on them this weekend for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna go kayak fishing or if I'm gonna go on a boat. We'll figure it out. Or on a skiff. Beta testing, exactly. I'm gonna remove all the plastics off from the top so they can be prettier. All right. Now we don't have all that plastic sticking out of it. She doesn't even fish, I don't think. But we'll take her out fishing someday. I'll take her out. I'll put her on some fish. All right, yeah, they look almost about the same as all the other ones. It's just the colors, bro. The black with the gray, they just don't really get along. They blend in too much. But I mean, again, El Soruyo had like kind of blended black and gray hair, so it's all good. So these came out a little bit more weirder, I think. shooting colder. Well, there goes that. So let me show them to you. So since we shot it colder, the black kind of went to the bottom this time. It still has that gray kind of front belly, but the black kind of went to the bottom on this one. This one shot really, really well right there. Perfect straight line right there for those of you guys that like straight lines. But it's gonna be kind of like a mixture of like, some of them have straight lines, some of them don't. See that this one came out pretty good as well. But you can see all that gold flake on it, Captain George, a little more than on the other ones. And you know, you have that. And then this one came out really dark black kind of. And that's because it's way colder. So the ticket here on this one's gonna be a little bit warmer. And what I'll probably do on the next one is I'll probably just put less gray pigment on it. Maybe make it a little bit less opaque, and that might work. So this one came out really nice. But if I was to just pick out all the straight lines from all the other ones, bro, I'd be throwing a lot of lures away. So it is what it is. But check it out, man. Some of these came out pretty good, actually. Straight lines right there. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I did different. I shot colder. I just don't know that what the ones with the straight lines, if I shot it fast or if I shot them slow. If they were like this, I know on the last one I shot it slower and it came out kind of like a little blendy there. So I think what's gonna need to be done is being shot cold, but fast. I think that's the trick, because I shot this one kind of fast too. And this one came out pretty good right there. So this is the I think this is gonna be the ticket right here, 330 degrees and shoot them fast. So I'll work on it for you later on when we do the actual store orders. Oh shit, Lawrence gold money in the bank. Hell yeah, Julio. I think they're gonna be doing really well, man. I think the colors are gonna do really well. It's gonna resemble a lot of mullet out there. And you know, whether it's overcast days, you know, darker waters, things like that, murky water, mud, San Martin, Gaiman, areas where the water's very murky. What's up, Jacob? Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna pick out the straight line ones right now, Captain George, and I'll take a picture for you and I'll send them to you here in a second. Let me and I'm gonna clean them up. I'm gonna remove the little sprue on top on each one in here in a second as well. But for those of you guys that are on the live watching, I appreciate you guys. Make sure to check out my Facebook page at SatFishing/YouTuber. Check out RGB Bait Masters page and every other company that we do business with. And be on the lookout for these. By the time my next video comes out, they'll probably already be at RGB Bait Masters by then. So if you're looking to get it, he'll have them there for sure first before anybody. And then we're gonna take some to the other stores as well, because I already know what's gonna happen. I take them to one store and every other store wants them as well. So we're gonna need to make sure that every store has them. And I'll do my best to get them filled up fast. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm exhausted of doing this all day already. And I'm gonna rinse and got somewhere to be.